Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Claude White, and you know what? It looks like it's time for an Uncle Claude mystery. And in fact, this particular Uncle Claude's mystery is Jussie Smollett'S foot-long fiasco. And as you know, the plot thickens, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, Chicago police are hoping to speak with Jussie Smollett again after the investigation into the alleged attack against the Empire actor shifted over the weekend. Police said that they have reached out to Smollett's attorney to request a follow-up interview after detectives questioned the two Nigerian brothers last week. The two men went from persons of interest to potential suspects to being released without charges. Sources said the brothers are now cooperating with the police. Smollett said that two men attacked him while he was walking home around 2 a.m. on January 29th. He claimed that they yelled racial and homophobic slurs at him, beat him, poured a chemical on him, and put a rope around his neck. Sources told CBS 2 News, and that's the CBS 2 News in Chicago, by the way, that Smollett paid the two men $3,500 to stage the attack in Streeterville. The brothers, seen on surveillance video near the scene of the alleged attack, told investigators Smollett directed them to buy the rope used in the incident and paid for the purchase at Crafty Beaver hardware store in Ravenswood days before the incident. The brothers, who were questioned by police last week before being released, were paid $3,500 before leaving for Nigeria and were promised an additional $500 upon their return. They left for Nigeria later in the day on January 29th after the attack. Sources said one of the brothers held the rope and poured bleach while the other wore a plain red hat and yelled slurs at Smollett. Remember, they were supposed to have had red hats that were claiming they were MAGA hats, if you remember, in the beginning. The sources say that the red hat was bought at an uptown beauty supply store and that the attack was supposed to happen before January 29th. The brothers told detectives the three men rehearsed the attack days prior to it happening. All three men rehearsed their plan just days before everything played out. Sunday night, police released a statement saying that they are not in a position to confirm, deny, or comment on the validity of what's been unofficially released. There are some developments in this investigation, and detectives have some follow-ups to complete, which include speaking to the individual who reported the incident. CPD spokesman Anthony Gulajimi stated. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Police raided the brothers' home on Wednesday, the same day police met them at O'Hare International Airport as they were returning from Nigeria. Pictures from the raid show the front door busted off its frame, items thrown across the living room, bedroom doors damaged, and clothes tossed everywhere. Police left behind an inventory list. Some of the items seized include a black face mask hat, an Empire script, phone, receipts, a red hat, and bleach. Smollett's attorneys, Todd Pugh and Victor Henderson, have denied the reports that he staged the attack. And their statement is as follows. As a victim of a hate crime who has cooperated with the police investigation, Jussie Smollett is angered and devastated by recent reports that the perpetrators are individuals he is familiar with. He has now been further victimized by claims attributed to these alleged perpetrators that Jussie played a role in his own attack. Nothing is further from the truth, and anyone claiming otherwise is lying. One of these purported suspects were Jussie's personal trainer, who he hired to ready him physically for a music video. Okay, right. It's impossible to believe that this person could have played a role in the crime against Jussie or would falsely claim Jussie's complicity. One of the brothers appeared on Empire with Smollett as an extra, and the other was Smollett's personal trainer. Now, in my estimation, I mean, I believe that Mr. Smollett was looking for a jailhouse footlong, so to speak, and he's sort of hired these two brothers to do what they did. Now, I don't think that Mr. Smollett did this alone, and to be honest, I'm quite curious, and the thing that's not being spoken about when it comes to this is anybody that is familiar with Empire knows that it has been in a decline each of the following seasons that it's come about. And there has been talk about him being written off the script, written off of Empire by Lee Daniels. Now, I don't know how true that is, but I would not be shocked if Lee Daniels himself, who is the executive producer of Empire, had a hand in this so-called hoax. But again, this is just my opinion. I have no obvious concrete evidence as of this time, but do not be shocked, ladies and gentlemen, if anything else further unfolds. But if this is indeed a hoax, well, Mr. Smollett will find out that footlongs have a whole new meaning in prison. But then again, he might be like the cereal in Life Cereal, the guy Mikey from Life Cereal, and he might unfortunately like it, allegedly. But he also crossed the line stating, and he brought up red flags in my opinion, stating that he was the gay Tupac. First of all, let the man rest in peace. He already had a violent enough life. And who the hell are you to even invoke the name Tupac? Listen, you're marching for whatever rights for the LGBT community. Listen, you're entitled to do that. Have no problem with that. But don't invoke Tupac's name. Leave Tupac out of your fight and let the man rest in peace. And you know what? Handle your own thing. And judging by the Nigerian connection, now here's why this is important. I did a little bit of research. Now, the equivalent of the U.S. dollar in Nigeria is called the naira. And the dollar, one U.S. dollar, is $361.75 compared to the naira. So the $3,500 that they've already received comes out to 1,226,125 naira. So those guys are millionaires in Nigeria off of the $3,500 they received from one Mr. Smollett. So the evidence is definitely damning when it comes to this here hoax. When I find out more, I will definitely let you know. This looks like the beginning of an Uncle Claude mystery, ladies and gentlemen, and we will somehow get to the bottom of it. And if you have any interesting conspiracy theories of your own, you can leave them in the comments section as well. Please like, share, and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Claude White. Take care, and God bless.